Guys, there is so much happening in the body of Christ right now, and I just want to share my 2 cents worth. Let's go. Don't forget to like, comment, and share if encouragement and edifying one another is your vibe. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Lee. We are really living in very interesting times. Things are not black and white anymore. That narrow road is getting a bit narrower. People will hate truth and want to hear what is flattering to their ears. A lot of people that I watch on social media, I'm seeing people battling or challenging each other on social media about just living righteously. I think as Christians, we have a duty to not leave people feeling confused about who we are and whose we are and who we serve, right? That righteous anger that Christians need to now have against fellow brothers and sisters who are not living in a way that pleases God, confusing people, or who are making people feel as if living like this is also okay, and also loving Jesus is also okay. You need to either be black or white. I'm always on the belief of I can't just live anyhow, because there are some people who will be trapped or will fall if I live like this. And you might be a false witness to people who have just come to Christ, and you are saying it's okay to do certain things that go against what God is saying. And that's why it's so important, I can't stress this enough, to have a relationship with Jesus, to commune with Jesus, not to just go on camera, talk about Jesus and say I'm trying to be right with the Lord, and having a form of godliness but without any depth, any fruits. You look like the part, but you are not in it personally for yourself. Now, this is something that's really personal, and you also don't want people to validate that relationship. You need to be so gone with the Lord that you don't need people to motivate you to live right. And a lot of people now on social media are claiming righteousness but living unrighteously. But you don't want to be a hindrance to your brothers. You don't want to be the reason why somebody falls. And people really need to be careful. And they think God's judgment is not coming. And if you look at the Old Testament in Revelation, the day of the Lord, which was the day of judgment, was when God was about to tell people where to get off because they have chosen to live false lives. I think this is not going to happen in the 21st century. It is going to happen. Jesus is coming soon. Okay? And I'm just watching, and it's sad because some of these people you really thought they were living righteously, and they are contenders of the faith, but also, as much as it saddens me, it doesn't surprise me. And that's why, as people who are looking from afar, we also have a responsibility not to put so much hope in man. This is a lesson, again, not to hold man to a pedestal more than you do Jesus Christ. Because again, I've said this before, men will fail. We're not perfect. We live in a fallen world. We need to always be close to Jesus so we can have some form of godliness or some holy, but on our own we are not. So a lesson also to people to stop being so easily gullible to people. Stop idolizing people. Stop idolizing servants of God, pastors, apostles, influencers, people on social media, celebrities, whatever. Stop idolizing these people. These people are just like you and me. They will disappoint you. And my concern is when people get disappointed, it's almost like, oh my gosh, it's all over. how many times people have disappointed you, how many times I felt people disappoint me and have been disappointed, but I'm not gonna like now I'm leaving the faith because this person did this and did that. How close are you with your relationship with Jesus? Even when people disappoint you, you are not surprised. You are sad, you get that's concerning, but it does not change anything between you and your relationship with Jesus Christ. So believers, people who truly are contenders of the faith, not the ones who come across as, yeah, I'm a Christian, but we can't be living in the but, however, scenario in these days. We need to be very clear. It's either black or white. Because the confusion, the spirit of confusion is running rampage. The spirit of deception is running rampage. And we need to be about our, if we are being called, and if God is saying, don't come on here on camera if you're not ready yet, if you haven't equipped yourself yet, don't be talking, shut your mouth. You don't want to be a hindrance to somebody else, because Jesus is after souls. We don't want anybody to be left behind. And unfortunately, some people are easily triggered by other people's actions. So for those people who still are very new, who are very sensitive to what people do, we can't afford for them to go, like, to fall on the wayside because of somebody's actions. And then now they attribute Christianity to that person, to what that person did. So let's wake up, people. This is a message of, it's a now word based on what I'm seeing on the streets. And if you need to step away, but don't be out here confusing the flock. Please, guys, please. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye.